Hey guys, how are you doing today? We are today on December 12th. Christmas is just around the corner. I've got the beautiful Lucky Buxton with me. Lucky, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really great. Thanks, Lucas.
You're always welcome. Guys, this time today, we're not going to be talking about any information about the real estate. We're not going to be talking any information about any loan, mortgage, no financial issues. Today, we're coming back to you in the spirit of the holiday season. And I'm going to ask Lucky, how are you giving back to the community? How are you helping people if you are?
What do you mean if we all have to, right? Don't you think everyone
100%.
has to?
100%. I
I kind of feel
absolutely,
like that's why we were created. Don't you think so?
I agree to. I completely agree with that.
Yeah. So for me, I started about 4 or 5 years ago,
Mhm.
probably longer than that. And I feel like people need, I'm Italian, so I speak with food. I know it sounds crazy, but I like when people make homemade things for the holidays. I wish they did it all year long.
Me.
And so I used to bake cookies for a few seniors and then a few widows. And I got tired of baking all these cookies. And anyway, long and short of it, I came up with a cookie exchange. So every year I do a cookie exchange, and hopefully you're going to drop pictures somewhere or something.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So they'll be able to see the cookies, and we give them away to, other widows and seniors who people who just don't have anything. I feel like if you have kids or if you're married or have a partner, the holidays are great. But for so many people, it's so lonely. What do you think?
I completely agree with that. I mean, especially as the rate of the divorce is going up, it's like children growing up, leaving for college, leaving for school, and all these single mothers out there who basically put in their blood, sweat, and tear to raise their children, and then they go to college, and then they're all alone. I think they need people like you all the time because human beings are like social animals. And if we
Yes.
don't have other social animals, like if you've got nobody to talk to, if you've got nobody to put our heart and soul into, I think it doesn't matter at the end of the day how much money we have, how broke we may be, and whatnot. If we don't have somebody to talk to, I think we're going to get really, really depressed, and this will really affect our health. So I absolutely believe people who are in a position to help others, they absolutely should. Now, I don't want to
Okay, hang
brag
on for
about
a
my,
second. Let
yeah,
me ask you. You just said
anyone.
something that resonated with me. In a position, don't you feel like everybody's in a position? It doesn't matter if you're missing a limb, if you're in a wheelchair. What does it take to give somebody a kind word or hold the door or help them with their groceries? Who do you said if you can? Tell me, Lucas. I know I'm putting you on the spot here. Who can't? Who can't help
Damn,
somebody? Tell
damn,
me.
that's deep. That is so deep. Like anybody can, to be extremely honest. But I think one of the reasons why I said it is because most of us, and I'm going to include myself, we're very, very ungrateful, I would say, because we're always focused on the things that we don't have rather than being thankful for the things that we do have. I'm going to tell you
Totally.
this really cool story, right? I was speaking to this person who's actually a veteran and he lost, um, he is a veteran, right? And I believe, I mean, I don't know if I should talk about this on a video, but some of the conditions of these veterans are not very well financially. So he was
Yes.
talking to me. He was like, Lucas, there's a party coming up and I don't have nice shoes to wear anymore. So like, and I mean, I've known him for a really, really long time. And he was like, I was feeling really depressed about it. And the moment I got out of the house, I saw a homeless person who literally had his limbs cut off because of some medical procedure. And he was like, I felt so thankful. Like over here, I'm crying about not having money to buy shoes, but this man does not even have legs. So you see where I'm going with it. Like, how
Yep.
ungrateful are we? Because at the end of the day, good health is the actual blessing. And
Huge.
everybody is in some position to help somebody else. You cannot come to me and say that, hey, I'm in no position to help. Like, how difficult is it, like you said, to pass a smile, to say a
Yeah.
kind word?
I
So
feel like people just don't do it anymore though, you know? Everyone is on the other day I went out and I was at a dinner with a couple of clients and a couple of friends. Everybody was just like this.
look at that.
And I'm thinking to myself, why did I get in my car? Why did I sit in traffic during the holidays, wait for a table, only to be sitting on my phone? I could have gone home and did this on my phone. It was so crazy. I'm
Exactly.
like, you guys, let's put our phone down and spend time together. And I looked around and Lucas, everybody was on the phone, everybody. And I thought to myself, this is nuts. This really, really is crazy. At what point in time do we have that? Do we just sit down and enjoy human interaction?
Exactly.
I
And
just, to me, it's not about being in the phone. It's about being there, and when you're out in public, you have an opportunity to touch so many people. Like, put your
exactly.
phone away.
And imagine this, if you just wanted to be on your phone, why even come here? Like stay in your home, like text with people and whatnot. Like if you're coming together
Use
at a
Uber to
at
bring you
a
food.
at a gathering, right? To actually meet real people, to have a normal conversation, so put your phone away. And I think this is one of the reasons why I have very strict rules and regulations about screen time at my home. I've got a 3-year-old, and trust me when I say this, we don't let him use the mobile phone, whether it's watching Coco Melon or cartoon or Tom and Jerry or Superpower, Captain America, whatever. Whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna
The
do.
fact that you know them all is the best.
I know all of them. Whatever you're gonna do this within 1 hour. After that, it doesn't matter how much he cries. We don't care. And now that he knows his dad is quite strict about it, he doesn't even cry anymore. So I mean, if you've got young children, you got to plant this right at a very young age, because that's how they're going to be better. Speaking of helping people, Lucky, I don't know if I should ask this, but how do you help people? How do you give back to the community? If you want to talk about it.
I do. I feel like it's important. I don't give a lot to large organizations anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. I'm not putting this on anyone's throat or anything, but I do go to church. So for me, giving to my church is really important. But to me, I do something called angel gifting,
Mm,
and I have a reputation for helping people. So when one of my friends or somebody who knows me well or somebody I've worked with in the past tells me, hey, this person needs something, or I'd really like to figure out a way to help them. I like to do it because I feel like if you do it and nobody knows you're doing it, that's a true gift, right? That's the
100%.
gift of saying thank you because you've been so blessed that you're able to help somebody else versus saying, hey, I'm giving you this pen. It's a really good pen. It's pink. It cost me $12 and I could have got it at the 99-cent store, but I didn't. No, there's so much more in just giving your heart that peace, and they don't have to worry about who to thank. They just know that a prayer,
Someone
a
has helped them
wish, a
out.
dream was answered. Yeah, how do you give back?
See, well, I mean, obviously, I give to church because I think, I mean, I try to be, I'm not going to say that I am a man of God, but I try to be a man of God because I do think whatever you have in life, it doesn't matter how hard you work. If God doesn't want it, you're not going to get anything. So you got to be thankful to God for all the blessings that He has bestowed upon you. So you always have to give back to the church. But at the same time, like you mentioned, it is always nice to actually give to the needy people yourself without having a third party involved. So we do have some homeless people in our area that my wife and I, we always like to give back to. And I'm not trying to flex here, but I'm going to say this. Even when I didn't have money to give to people, it felt amazing. And now that we have money to give to people, it feels amazing. Like no money in the world or nothing or out there can give you, I mean, can be better than actually helping people, because I've literally seen millionaires being absolutely unhappy, being absolutely depressed. It's only by giving back to the community, by helping people, is when you actually feel happy, when you see people smile because of you,
Yes.
when you see people having food because of you, when you see people's children going to school or affording be able to afford diapers. I
Diapers.
mean, the
Yeah,
feeling is unimaginable. Like
you're
you've
right.
never felt, I mean, and how do you feel about people trying to help other people on YouTube and flexing in front of everybody? What do you have to say about that?
I feel so stupid for saying this. I don't really see that because I don't do any social media. So this is the only kind of social media I really do. So I really am not exposed to that. But to me,
You'll be surprised, by the way.
what, really?
You'll be
Um,
surprised.
when I hear about helping people, I have a girlfriend who just lost her husband
Oh,
a little over a year ago, and she
may you
takes
rest in
things
peace.
I take things such for granted, right? Because she'll come over, I'll go over her house and she'll give me a whole list of stuff and she's like, "Can you help me?" And there's silly stuff. But you can't move a card table by yourself. You can't move something that weighs 40 pounds, but that's slightly oblong down the flight of stairs by yourself. You
Nope.
can't hang a mirror or a picture by yourself if you need a ladder. It's interesting how many times you need two people, and she just doesn't have that second person. And when I go over
Very
there, and
hurtful.
she has more money than she knows what to do with.
Wow,
And she
look at
doesn't
that.
need any money, but she just needs somebody to go over her house and just be like, "Can you help me take these boxes downstairs or bring this upstairs?" And it warms my heart that she asked me and no one else. But I feel like just offering help and not getting anything in return is so huge, and it doesn't cost anything. I feel like everyone's putting the value of the dollar on the gift, and it's more your time and not this, right? It's not this, it's not this, it's just being there. We don't do that
Absolutely.
anymore.
We just don't like remember the time when we were children, like how close knitted the communities used to be, like how everybody was connected to their neighbors and whatnot. But it
Totally.
is it is crazy.
Yes.
As we're getting more money, as social media is expanding, I think everybody has started to become fake. Like everything has a price tag. I mean, it's like
Mm.
it's like Jesse James says, like one of my absolute favorite singers. I'm gonna share a link of that song as well. Like, I mean, all the copyright belongs to Jesse James. I mean, it's a beautiful song. It's called Price Tag. It features B.O.B. That rapper. It's a 2010 song. Guys, check it out. Well, in any case, Lucky, are we gonna be seeing our guys? Are we gonna be doing
I love how passionate you are. I'm going to listen to him. I've never heard it before,
please
but I'm going to the rapper to listen to the song. I'm going to go listen to it because it
make sure
doesn't
you do.
matter what walk of life you are. We all have to give back.
Um, the song is something like this. It's like everybody has a price. I wonder how they sleep at night. When the money comes first and the truth comes second, just stop for a minute and smile. You got to listen to that song, man. I'm gonna
All
share with you
right.
that link.
All right.
It is
Stick it in
so
there. I
crazy.
will stick it in there. Stick it in. I have nothing. I cannot even sing like that. If I did, I think my dogs would cry and leave me. I don't have a voice as good as you, but I do have
Oh,
the
come
energy to
on.
give
If
that
I had
back to
a if
people.
I had a decent, I mean, voice, I would be an American Idol or something, but I wish. I always wanted to be a singer. Now, are we going to be doing another video before the Christmas, Lucky? What's up?
Yes, of course. Let me see. I'm looking at my calendar.
Mhm.
Yes, we're going to do it next week. We're doing one next week. We're doing one. We have two more, three more before the end of the year. This week, the week
Fantastic.
of Christmas, and the week of New Year's. We're knocking
Fantastic.
it out.
Let's
Bam,
do
bam,
it.
bam.
Let's do it. And we might not even talk about business. We'll just talk about the holiday season because we're in the
Yeah.
spirit. But but if something really important comes up, like really important news about real estate or mortgage or interest rate, we're gonna come back to you. But at the same time, we do want to make sure you guys understand money comes second,
Yes.
humanity comes first. Be
One.
happy. Be one, man. It doesn't matter who you are, like British, American, Chinese, Muslim, Christian, man. We've got love for everybody out there. So let's just be one. If you guys want to
Yes.
connect with Lucky, do not email her. Always text her or call her. Lucky, what's the number? All I know is that the last four numbers of your phone number are 1123.
I know, I know. And I'm gonna have to get a new number, I guess. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to find one with 1123. Anyway, it's 713-679-111123.
And guys, subscribe to her YouTube channel. Visit her website if you guys need a mortgage officer. It's www.luckyhomeloans.com. And we'll probably catch you next week. Hope you guys have an amazing week. Take care.